Hej, hej. I tak jak w poprzednim nagraniu mówiłem na sam koniec, zagadamy sobie z René. Co ma do powiedzenia? Sprawdźmy. Nic nie ma do powiedzenia nowego. Także lecimy sobie stąd. I ktoś, kto ma brązową kurtkę, to może być... Ten ma taką brązową, ale on jest kierowcą. To chyba nie o niego chodzi. Tu nikt. Tam już jest tylko babeczka, nie? To nie. Ty, kolego? Chyba nie. To jest zamknięte. Tutaj na początku był jakiś koleś, sobie stał. Czy to on? Nie wiadomo. Halo gościu, co ty mi powiesz?
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Pyrolidonem, to ten narkotyk chyba. O, ma pan jakieś nagrania Call da Mama Dakły?
The cold Mama Dakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds for that matter.
No, nie pomyślałbym, że wie pan, czym jest Call da Mama Dakła.
That's fair. It's been a long time since my cold Mama Dakwa hunting days. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
Ależ czadowo to brzmi.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Cold Mama Dakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
I znaleźliście ją?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Cold Mama Dakwa.
Mało to naukowe. Mogę jej posłuchać?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
Do we really have time for this?
Oczywiście. Tak, absolutnie konieczne. To absolutnie konieczne do moich badań.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
Uprzedza i włącza magnetofon. Głośniki zaczynają emitować niskie buczenie.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. That's an illusion. Your breathing is just as it was and will remain that way unless you start panicking. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
Co to?
Gulls and skewers. But
Ucisza cię, unosząc palec wskazujący i pochyla głowę w kierunku głośników. Rozryga się nowy, bardzo wysoki i drżący dźwięk, który wyłania się spośród pozostałych.
A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
You know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the Kaldimama. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
No i to tyle. No to przynajmniej dowiedzieliśmy się, znaczy dzięki nam sprzedawca w Lombardzie dowiedział się, znaczy zdał sobie sprawę z tego, że to nie jest ta mama Dakła. To na nagraniu, co posiadał, które posiadał. Teraz co? Tu sobie jest Kuno. Kurde, tam jest u góry ta babeczka. Jak tam się dostać? Nie wiem. Wejdźmy do środka. O! Pomidory są pokrojone tak cienko, że aż prześwitują.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Na razie nie chcemy się o tych kryptydach dowiadywać. Ty mi coś powiesz?
Can I help you?
Nie. A ty, gościu, w końcu coś powiesz? Bo ty chyba nie za bardzo byłeś rozmownym. Wiesz, zawsze chodzi o pieniądze.
This is where you say your bit.
Oznamia mężczyzna o szerokich barkach, wskazując na ciebie puszką piwa.
Detective.
Porucznik zwraca się do ciebie ostrym tonem. Zostawia to tobie.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Konus spogląda na swoich kumpli z niedowierzaniem.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We're looking for Titus Hardie.
Porucznik odwraca się w kierunku mężczyzny o szerokich barkach, znajdującego się przy końcu stołu. Musimy pogadać o twoim człowieku, którego powieszono na tyłach. O tym człowieku.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for a million.
Uderza się ręką w czoło.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Omieć pomieszczenie wzrokiem.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut. You're gonna get a good head count here. Just wait.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardie boys, you fuck with Titus Hardie!
Wykrzykuje chuderlawy mężczyzna o szczurzej twarzy i bez przednich zębów.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Mówi siedzący w rogu facet po 40 z kostką zawieszoną na szyi.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down.
Przytakuje blondyn. Przytakuje blondyn po 30.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
Dostrzegasz gangsterskie tatuaże. Ten człowiek jest Meskiem lub Saramiryzyjczykiem.
Yeah. You're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Ale co?
Of the actors here, you could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
Umieć pomieszczenie to już mamy. Ten wisielec na tyłach to wasza sprawka?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
To by było dobre, nie? Dziwacznej, okultystycznej wizji.
Container belt, like we use in the harbor?
Zapytałem o pas. Na razie nie idę w te okultystyczne. Później chyba będę kombinował z tymi paranormalnymi dziwactwami. Tak, czemu?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
A, czyli po prostu przyznałeś się do morderstwa.
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Kiedy miał miejsce ten incydent? Albo od tak go zamordowaliście bez żadnych skrupułów?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
Mówi, jakby to było gorsze od śmierci. Szczerze mówiąc, to pije tak dużo, że nie pamiętam. Tych to nie lubię wyborów z tym, że tam gada o tym, ile pije. Nasze działania to co innego. My egzekwujemy prawo, wy zabijacie ludzi od tak. Posłuchajcie, wykonuję tylko swoją pracę, no to też prawda. Ale nie, wybiorę 1. Dobrze, ale to wszystko byli źli ludzie, przestępcy, szumowiny.
Rest assured, lawman. None worse than our guy. He got what was coming to him.
Kiedy miał miejsce ten incydent z wieszaniem?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Od jak dawna znaliście ofiarę?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
Pyta porucznik, zaglądając do swoich notatek.
No. I mean the Wild Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
Pociera brodę, udając, że się nad czymś zastanawia.
This is where he tries to sow discord between you two, because he knows the company is responsible for bringing the mercenaries into town.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
Momencik. Dodaj tajne przejścia. Śpiewaj karaoke, kup spodnie. A więc był najemnikiem i tyle?
And he stepped out of line.
Powtarza, zaciskając szczęki jak imadłą.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Chwila, skąd wiecie w ogóle, że należał do sił specjalnych?
'Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm Oranese goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Czyli nie najmądrzejszy typ.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
No dobra, ale co tak konkretnie zrobił złego?
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Pyta porucznik, próbując połapać się w tym nawale informacji.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it.
Yeah, me and Eugene got around. Aren't you fucking listening?
Powtarza jak papuga. No, nie powiedziałeś tego, że ty i Eugene się tym zajęliście, tylko powiedział, że koleś dostał w łeb butelką i tyle. No dobrze, ale kogo w takim razie zgwałcił? To bardzo poważne oskarżenie.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
Pytam po raz ostatni, kogo zgwałcił. No nie powie mi tego.
What about him?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardie boy without arresting all Hardie boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Na jej ustach na chwilę pojawia się cień uśmiechu, gdy przechyla na bok głowę. Nie muszę, jeden z nich był bardziej...
That's for the courts in Le Jardin to decide. Not for the officer making an arrest. Which we all know you won't be.
No ty, małpo.
What you can do right now is go back to your station and write a report.
Jak ty kobito, to tam się nie odzywaj najlepiej, bo ty tutaj próbujesz kozaczyć, a nie wyjdzie ci to na dobre, coś tak czuję.
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
No jak go zabili, no to było ten, ale może coś dokładnie powiedzą. Jak go
We
zabiliście?
hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
Musi.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Mały mężczyzna wskazuje na was. No ty, łobuzie. 28, ja. Ciekawe. A to nie był aby wyszkolony zabójca oranejskich sił specjalnych? Jeśli tak, to jak go zdołaliście obezwładnić?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Gdzie doszło do obezwładnienia? Nie wymiguj się, łobuzie.
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Aha, czyli to... No to było akurat wiadomo. Mam jeszcze inne pytania do tego linczu. Co do tego linczu? Aha, no wszystko w sumie. Co teraz zrobimy?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
Ty nie będziesz mi mówiła, co ja mam robić.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Odpowiada porucznik, zamykając swój notatnik.
Done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals. Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Jeszcze to. Rozmawiałem z Joyce, kumple tego pierwszego najemnika, chcą was dopaść.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
W pomieszczeniu rozlega się chichot. Niektórzy z mężczyzn odstawiają piwo. Tak, formują jakiś trybunał i przyjdą tu po was.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardie boys are right fucking here.
Krzyczy blondyn siedzący po drugiej stronie baru.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us, and Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Aż tak?
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Klepie plątasa po ramieniu.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
Ten cały kernel to nic dobrego. Wiecie o tym, nie?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh?
Wskazuje na południe.
Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
Wskazuje na południe.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy Army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
Najemnicy mają broń automatyczną.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zealagars. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Twierdza, rozchylając poły swojej kamizelki, aby pokazać ci kaburę. Przebiją pancerz ceramiczny.
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
O czym się przekonamy? Że nie przebiją?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor.
Bierze łyk piwa, aby odczekać na właściwy moment, po czym próbuje mieć ostatnie słowo.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal. We got weapons of our own.
No.
We got Ister 50s, Zealagars. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
No dobra, skoro Glenn ma w domu wielolufowe działo, to pewnie nic wam nie grozi.
That thing has 7 barrels, 1 trigger. You do the math.
Jess twierdzi, że się zbuntowali, nikt ich nie kontroluje.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
Okej.
What do you mean, okay?
Ma znaczyć, dobra, będę po waszej stronie, jak już przyjdą. Ale czemu mam być po jego stronie? Ma znaczyć, dobra, dacie radę, jest was więcej. Ma znaczyć, dobra, będziecie mieli po swojej stronie jeszcze jedną spluwę. I jak już znajdę moją, bo zgubiłem. Nie wiem, czy mówienie im o tym, że zgubiłem broń, jest dobrym pomysłem.
Yeah, just try not to get in the way when the whoop-ass flies open.
Beneath the whoop-assery, it's clear that he appreciates all the help he can get.
+2. No dobra, pójdę stąd już. No, halo, ile mam czekać? No, dobrze.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. The men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside.
Zmruż oczy.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. You're not so sure about that. Somehow you just know there's something out there behind the glass.
Yeah, your mother.
Odwróć wzrok. Ty coś powiesz fajnego?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Porucznik nie jest zadowolony z tego
What
podejścia.
are we going to do to you?
You were specifically asked not to say that, and then you said it anyway. You junior delinquent. But you still did.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Czyli ty może coś... O, jakiś automatyczny zapis. Ciekawe.
Can I help you?
Nie. Coś powiesz?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Nie chcę nic wiedzieć o tych kryptydach. Książka o pasztecie. Ta książka, nie rozumiesz o czym właściwie jest i nie wydaje się to istotne. To książka o kulturze bojaderów. Książka o przyszłości. Rząd czyta ci w myślach za pomocą technologii radiowej. Proszę bardzo. Hello.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
Prezentuje swój mokry płaszcz przeciwdeszczowy.
All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wooden boards she's standing on, and on the water around you.
Przydałby mi się taki płaszcz. Ten deszcz jest lodowaty.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day.
Jest pani na łodzi. To jest stara rozmówka.
Why,
Zobaczmy.
yes, I am.
Niewiele ludzi przesiaduje na łodziach, co?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Zaraz, jesteśmy na archipelagu? Rozejrzy
Yes,
się.
we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Lokaj... Kaju? Jak ona to przeczyta? Myślałem, że jesteśmy w River Shoal.
We are. And the city of Revachol is
Revachol.
on the island of Le Caillou.
River Shoal. Okej. A jednak nie widziałem, żeby ktokolwiek inny żeglował tu taką łodzią.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Niewielu ludzi. W ogóle ciekawe, bo przed chwilą któraś z postaci tam w barze mówiła either, a to either można też przeczytać jako either, o ile dobrze pamiętam, a ona jakby jest z wyższej tak jakby klasy społecznej, powiedzmy, i ona mówi, tutaj przed chwilą powiedziała neither zamiast neither. Ciekawe, czy... Bo to nie jest... Wymawianie tego to, o ile dobrze pamiętam, jedno to jest wymowa brytyjska, drugie to jest wymowa amerykańska, więc ciekawe. Trochę. Dobra, zapytajmy się. Ma pani uprawnienia do... Ma jakąś nazwę?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word it feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Czadowo, ale pani łódź naprawdę potrzebuje nazwy. No dobrze, ale jaki to rodzaj łodzi?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
Czadowo, ale pani łódź naprawdę potrzebuje nazwy. Wybieramy to.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why?
Stuka w burtę, która w odpowiedzi wydaje głuchy odgłos.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
Dolores. Może jakieś coś? Albo smukła ryba.
What?
No, bo jest smukła, jak ryba.
I think I'll stick with the factory name, but thank you.
Okej. Lubi ją pani?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
No.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Mogę zobaczyć pani patent?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished once. The other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now.
Muszę jednak zobaczyć pani patent.
Actually, you don't. The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials.
Okej. Chwila, jak to mało znane jak mało znany jest ten
I was
fakt?
just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
No. Czyli nie możemy zatrzymać przypadkowych cywilów i żądać od nich dokumentów słabizna.
Unless it's their passport. No. Do you want to ask for the lady's passport?
Nie ma potrzeby.
Of course. Any more questions about the boat, sir?
The graciousness of her response makes you feel glad you didn't hassle her about her papers for no reason.
Chyba już wiem, co i jak z tą łodzią. Dziękuję. To na razie wszystko. Okej, myślałem, że może coś o czymś będziemy mogli porozmawiać w związku z tą wizytą w barze. A wejdźmy sobie tutaj. Hello.
Give me a moment.
Dobra. Mam kilka pytań co do tych apartamentów.
Ask away, policeman.
Czemu w porzuconym mieszkaniu jest dziura w ścianie?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
Czy jeden z lokatorów jest na wakacjach? Ma zapełnioną skrzynkę pocztową.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
No ja. Kto mieszka w lokalu numer 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
To dziwne akurat, bo rozmawialiśmy z kimś przez drzwi.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
Milknie i rzuca okiem na korytarz.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Dobra. Jasne. Pójdę i sprawdzę, co uda mi się znaleźć.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Kto mieszka za drzwiami z kłódką?
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Odpowiada staruszka, a jej twarz nagle jaśnieje.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrologię?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Na pewno nie ma pani na myśli astronomii?
That's what I said. Astrology.
Okay.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
O czym? To wszystko, dziękuję.
She mumbles some kind of a response.
No dobra. O te gwiazdki chodzi? Tak, bo to było, że z kłódką, no tak. Dobra, a to jest mieszkanie numer 10. Ale do tego mieszkania wejdę sobie w trakcie następnego nagrania. I zobaczymy. Albo spróbujemy dostać się bo tam ktoś nam odmawia w ogóle wejścia, o ile dobrze pamiętam. Znaczy otworzenia drzwi, o tak. Także to sobie sprawdzimy w trakcie następnego nagrania. A teraz będę się żegnał i dzięki za oglądanie. Cześć.